Uttara Devi asked Parikshit Maharaj to tell her about what he learned from Srila Sukadeva Goswami. Then Parikshit Maharaj started to tell her about what he understood, what he learned from Srila Sukadeva Goswami, and that is this Brihad Bhagavatamrita. So first part of Brihad Bhagavatamrita described about Narad Muni's search for the greatest devotee. The search actually started from a Brahmana in Prayag, and that when Narad Muni approached that Brahmana, glorifying him as the greatest recipient of the mercy of the Lord, then that Brahmana pointed out that he was not the greatest devotee of the Lord. A certain king in South India was the greatest devotee of the Lord. So Narad Muni then immediately went to that king's kingdom, and he saw what the Brahmana said about that king was true. Like, he was such a great devotee, he was worshipping the Lord with such grandeur. But when he started to glorify the king as the greatest devotee of the Lord, the king told him no, he was not the greatest devotee. And he pointed out to Indra as the greatest devotee. Then Narad Muni went to Indra and started to glorify him as the greatest devotee. Then Indra pointed out, no, I am not the greatest devotee. Lord Brahma is the greatest devotee, your father. So then Narad Muni went to Lord Brahma. Then Brahma told him, actually Brahma chastised Narad Muni. Why do you speak like that? Didn't I tell you so many times that I am not the greatest? Rather, I offend the Lord in so many ways, so many times, and the Lord chastises me for that. And he pointed out that Lord Shiva is the greatest devotee. Now then, did the search stop there? We say Vaishnavanam Jathar Shambhu. So the search should have stopped here. No. What did Lord Shiva point out? Then Lord Shiva pointed out that the residents of Vaikuntha are the greatest devotee. And then Parvati pointed out that among all the residents of Vaikuntha, Lakshmi Devi was the greatest devotee. Then when Narad Muni was about to leave for Vaikuntha, then Lord Shiva stopped him and then told him that actually even greater than the residents of Vaikuntha is the devotion of Prahlad Maharaj. Then Narad Maharaj went to Prahlad Maharaj and started to glorify him as the greatest devotee. Then Prahlad Maharaj pointed out that no, Hanuman is the greatest devotee. And these are all actually factual presentation. They are giving specific reasons why the other person is a greater devotee. Now, for example, Prahlad Maharaj is saying that where is devotion? Where was any devotion in me? As a child, I became attached to the Lord, and I used to just remember the Lord. But devotion is expressed through service. I did not render any service. I simply depended upon Him, and the Lord rescued me. That's His mercy. But look at the service that Hanuman rendered. And then Narad Muni went to Hanuman. Then Hanuman pointed out that no, the Pandavas are the greatest devotee. If I was so dear to the Lord, then why did the Lord leave me behind? Why did the Lord leave? And then he pointed out that the Pandavas are the greatest devotee because the Lord is taking care of them in such a wonderful way. There he is bestowing so much love. And then he went to the Pandavas in Hastinapur. Then the Pandavas pointed out, no, we are not the greatest devotee. The Jadus are the greatest devotee. They are the relatives of the Lord. They are so dear to the Lord that Lord has made them his own family members. And there he goes to, when he goes to Dwarka, then the Jadus pointed out that among them, Uddhav is the greatest devotee. Then when Narad Muni went to find Uddhav, then he came to Krishna's inner chamber of the palace. And there he got to see how Krishna was reacting due to his separation from the residents of Vrindavan. And his separation from the residents of Vrindavan was so intense that he fainted. And Balaram also fainted along with him. Then seeing that condition, Brahma came and he instructed Garuda to carry Krishna and Balaram to New Vrindavan, Nava Vrindavan. In the middle of the ocean, there is a mountain called Raivatak, and in Raivatak mountain, Vishwakarma has created a new Vrindavan. So they were taken to New Vrindavan. In New Vrindavan, there are just the murtis of New Vrindavan is created just like Vrindavan. But it is Vishwakarma's creation. It's like a diorama. The whole Vrindavan has been created, and all the personalities of Vrindavan were there, but they are just murtis. Of course, murtis also are Satchidananda Vigraha. So then Narad Muni saw how Krishna was reacting to different associates in Vrindavan, especially with Srimati Radharani. So in this way, it was established that the residents of Vrindavan are the greatest recipients of Krishna's mercy. And among all the residents of Vrindavan, Srimati Radharani's position is the greatest. See how wonderfully Sanatana Goswami, through this beautiful narration, established the greatest devotee in a very, very systematic way. Okay, now we come to the second part of Brihad Bhagavatamrita. So, yesterday I covered the first part in one day, but the second part is more extensive. So, the second part I'll cover in 2 days, like today and tomorrow. And incidentally, I want to mention also that tomorrow I have a meeting, a very important meeting from 6:30 to 7:30. So tomorrow's class I won't give at 6 o'clock, but I'll come here at 7:30 and then I will conduct the class. Actually, I was thinking of skipping the class tomorrow. But then after I spoke to our senior devotees who are going to participate in the meeting, with whom I'll have the meeting, and I was ready to cancel the program tomorrow, this program tomorrow for the sake of the meeting. But they suggested that why don't I consider this? And anyway, so, and another thing is tomorrow Jayapataka Maharaj is not going to give the class. So I thought I will kind of take his slot from 7:30 to 8:30. Hopefully, today Maharaj will come, but tomorrow we are, yeah. So actually, the meeting tomorrow is so important because Jayapataka Maharaj is leaving day after tomorrow. So tomorrow is the only day. You have been told, Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, about the meeting? Yeah. Okay. So another thing I want to mention here, that this narration is actually by this Brihad Bhagvatamrita is spoken, although it is a conversation between Parikshit Maharaj and his mother, Uttara, but this narration is actually is by Jaimini Rishi speaking to Janamejai, the son of Parikshit Maharaj. Just like Srimad Bhagavatam was Sukadeva Goswami's narration of Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, and then Suta Goswami, who was present there, narrated it to the sages of Naimisharanya. This narration is by Jaimini Rishi to Janamejai. He is actually narrating what went on, the discussion between Parikshit Maharaj and Uttara, and because he was present there and he heard it himself. So, yeah, Jaimini Rishi was present during the conversation, and so Uttara actually asked a question. We can see that those days even the ladies were so advanced with spiritual knowledge. Uttara described that in this universe there are 7 higher planetary systems. Those 7 higher planetary systems are Bhurloka, Bhubarloka, Swarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka. And Bhur, Bhuva, Swa, these 3 planetary systems are meant for householders to fulfill their desires. This place is actually the meant for householders. Bhurloka, Bhubarloka, and Swarloka, and this is a place of fulfillment of material desires, going up all the way up to heavenly planet or Swargaloka. But then beyond that there are 4 other planetary systems. They are Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka.